The galaxy is vast and mysterious, its balance delicate, and at the heart of this balance, the Force moves in cycles. There are moments when the galaxy tips into chaos and darkness, and in these moments, the Force chooses a champion, someone to restore harmony, someone to bring balance. This is the story of the Chosen One. But what does that really mean? It all begins with the prophecy of the Chosen One. Ancient Jedi texts foretold the coming of a powerful being, one with a connection to the Force so strong that it would bring balance to the galaxy. This was Anakin Skywalker. Discovered as a slave on Tatooine, a boy born without a father, a boy whose very existence was said to have been shaped by the will of the midichlorians themselves. But what does balance in the Force even mean? To the Jedi, it was seen as the eradication of the Sith, the dark side users who had risen to power and twisted the natural flow of the Force. But for Anakin, the path to balance was not clear. His destiny took a turn when he succumbed to fear and anger, falling into the grasp of Darth Sidious and becoming Darth Vader. At that moment it seemed the prophecy had failed, but the Force, in its infinite wisdom, is never so simple. Before we continue on any further, if you like this content, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. It would be an honor if you would join us. Anakin's journey to the dark side was tragic, but his destiny as the Chosen One was not yet complete. As Vader, he ruled alongside the Emperor for decades, drowning in hatred, trapped in his own body and soul. But the birth of his son, Luke Skywalker, reignited the spark of hope within him. In Luke, we see the true power of the light side and the redemption that even the darkest soul can achieve. When Vader sacrificed himself to save Luke, killing Emperor Palpatine in the process, the prophecy was fulfilled. Anakin, in his final act, destroyed the Sith and restored balance to the Force, proving that balance is not about choosing light or dark, but understanding and embracing both. It's about making the hardest choices even when all hope seems lost. But Anakin's story is just one instance of the Force selecting a champion to guide the galaxy back to the equilibrium. While he may not have been the literal Chosen One throughout Star Wars, we see others step into similar roles. Luke Skywalker, for example, wasn't called the Chosen One, but he played a crucial role in redeeming Anakin. Luke was the catalyst, the spark that lit the fire of his father's redemption. Through his unwavering belief in the good in Anakin, he set the galaxy back on its proper course. In many ways, Luke became the Chosen One himself, embodying the hope and compassion needed to bring balance. While it may be controversial, but yes, then there is Rey, another champion of the Force. Her path was different, born of mystery, torn between her lineage and the Force's call. Rey was not born into the Skywalker family, but in her, the Force found a new agent of balance. She too had to face her fears, her anger, and ultimately make the choice that would preserve the light. Even if we don't agree with these movies, we must agree with the sentiment of the Chosen One being continued on. Though not explicitly called the Chosen One, Rey's journey reflects the same themes, the balance between light and dark, and the responsibility that comes with being the Force's chosen champion. The Force's infinite cycle is never ending. The concept of a chosen one is not bound to a single person or singular moment. The Force is always in flux, always moving between light and dark. And every so often, when the scales are tipped too far, a new champion arises. Whether it's Anakin, Luke, Rey, or others we have yet to learn about, the Force always finds a way to restore balance. But why doesn't the Force simply remain in balance forever? The answer is simply, life is balance. It's about struggle, growth, and change. The Force itself is a reflection of life, and just as we experience highs and lows, as too does the Force move between light and dark. It is the champion's role to ensure the cycle continues, to prevent one side from gaining too much power over the other. But what can we learn from the Chosen One? In the end, the concept of the Chosen One in Star Wars isn't just a story about destiny. It's a lesson for all of us, each of us in our own lives. We are the chosen ones of our journey. We have the power to bring balance to the chaos around us, to stand up for what is right, to face our fears, and make the hard choices. Anakin's story teaches us that even in our darkest moments, redemption is possible. We may falter, we may stumble, but as long as we continue to seek the balance within ourselves, we can find our way back to the light. We must be careful of the Palpatines, however, in our lives, the temptations, the negative influences that seek to pull us from our true path, and instead, we must embrace the potential within ourselves. Embrace your destiny. We are all the chosen one in some sense, guided by the flow of life, constantly moving between challenges and triumph. The important thing is that we keep striving for balance, keep seeking our own redemption, and continue to make the choices that lead towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. If you have enjoyed this deep dive into the Chosen One prophecy and how it reflects in our own lives, be sure to subscribe to see more. Episode 2 of our Darth Vader trilogy airs on AM's Cantina at 6 a.m. Central Time this Saturday. Don't miss it. There's a lot more to come in this epic journey of one of Star Wars' most complex characters. Remember, peace, love, and may the Force be with you.